He's back. Johnny Depp's back in Hollywood. I actually really like the sound of this. There's a good combination here. There's a good combination. Johnny Depp is back in Hollywood, guys. He's back. So, Johnny Depp returning to big studio movies. Now, they say movies. Interesting. Maybe there's more on the horizon. This is about a Christmas Carol adaptation. But the individual that's doing it, I don't think it's the kind of Christmas Carol we're familiar with. So this is a movie for Paramount. And Paramount was recently purchased by Skydance, of course. That's David Ellison. And this sounds great. It's Ty West doing it. It's called Ebenezer. I think this is going to be great. So you got Johnny Depp in a Christmas Carol adaptation with Ty West directing it for Paramount, aka Skydance, a studio renowned for not really doing too much of the woke crap. Yeah, I'm down for this. I'm down for this. Are you down? Down like Charlie Brown? Let me know. Genuinely. Let me know down below. I'll be really curious to hear. But this, to me, is exciting stuff. This is exciting stuff. So, let's take a look, shall we? This is on The Hollywood Reporter. This dropped yesterday. I don't know, must have overlooked this somehow. But it is on their Heat Vision thing. So, it's just a quick little gleam through. But this says a lot. This speaks volumes, I think, anyway. So, as they say, it's the ghost from Hollywood's Christmas past as Johnny Depp has returned in his biggest movie project yet, since being ostracised during a contentious and ugly defamation lawsuit with ex-wife Amber Turd. So Paramount Pictures, under the new leadership of David Ellison, is in final negotiations to pick up a new take on Charles Dickens' oft-adapted A Christmas Carol. And that's the thing. It is well done to death. But. I am keen on something like this because this isn't your standard adaptation. Again, Ty West, the individual who did X, Pearl, Maxine. I really liked Maxine. It was a decent movie. Anyway, I really liked X as well, actually. They're good movies. Basically, he is attached to direct the feature film, which is titled Ebenezer, A Christmas Carol. And Paramount is going to be releasing it on November 13th, 2026. This doesn't strike me as your average Christmas Carol movie. And Johnny Depp being in it and the director, sounding good. So Andrea Riseborough is also attached to star in the project. That has a script by Nathaniel Halpern. Emma Watts, who briefly ran Paramount's film division, is producing. So, who is Nathaniel Halpern, right? I've got to kind of scroll this down. What's he known for? And this is where you can go, yeah, this isn't your average... This isn't going to be your average Christmas Carol movie. So, Tales from the Loop, which I thought was bloody amazing. I really liked Tales from the Loop. I thought it was actually fantastic. He did that. That's his most recent work. Legion. Again, it's pretty out there stuff, right? Outcast, don't remember that. It's a TV show. I didn't watch that. Resurrection, didn't watch that. Manhattan, didn't watch that. But and also, so it's more important just to do his latest work. So Tales from the Loop and Legion, right? And then he's down for what looks to be a whole bunch of movies now. So Fight, Joe Petrosino, and the Ebenezer movie. I think this sounds bloody brilliant. Johnny Depp in an Ebenezer. This is not your average film. This is not your average film. So the studio is describing the new movie as a thrilling ghost story set in Dickens' London, following one man's supernatural journey to face his past, present, and future, and fight for a second chance. So it retains the core narrative, the core story, just the core through line of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. But can you imagine Ty West leaning heavily on the ghost aspect? A thriller? Oh, I don't know, man. I think this sounds wicked. So Depp will play Ebenezer Scrooge. I think that sounds good. Isn't it funny as well how this sort of... The story itself has a sort of a deeper meaning, I guess, in some regard. Reflective almost of Johnny Depp's life. You know, he's coming back for a second chance in Hollywood. Not that he's begging for one, right? He's not trying for one. But you see what I mean? Like, I think that's something fun there. And as they say, you know, it's an apt description for the career trajectory of Depp. Once one of the biggest stars in the 21st century Hollywood, thanks to movies such as The Pirates of the Caribbean and Alice in Wonderland and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. But multi-year defamation suits on both sides of the Atlantic from his split with ex-wife Amber Turd resulted in a string of headlines that Hollywood found unappetizing, and Depp found himself on the outs with studios. He was fired from Warner Brothers' Fantastic Beasts franchise in 2020. Depp shifted his attention to non-US movies and appeared in a period piece Jean de Barry at the movie's premiere at Cannes in 2023. He was asked about Hollywood's view of him, to which he replied, "I don't feel boycotted because I don't think about Hollywood. I don't feel much further need for Hollywood. I don't know about you." And his next move was a Hollywood half-step, starring in Day Drinker, a thriller made by Lionsgate, which launched the project as an international sales on the title this week at the American film market, and the movie shot earlier this year and is expected to be released next year. The Depp West package hit the Hollywood market in the summer ahead of Skydance's acquisition of Paramount. Paramount even then was weighing it, but deal making was paused because obviously Skydance was going to be buying them. And then when they got involved, they were just like, "Yeah, cool, no worries, let's go for it then." This is brilliant news. I think this sounds wicked. So Johnny Depp's back in A Christmas Carol. What do you reckon? I think this is really good news. I think this will be brilliant. I like Ty West. I think he's quite a unique... He's a unique director in this day and age. Stylistically, narratively, quite unique. Yeah, he does like homage and things like that, but he is fairly unique. And Johnny Depp. He's a likable chap. So, you know, I'm keen to watch this. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Take care. Bye-bye now.